Okay, we're here with Coach Bob Curtin of Pinecrest High School at the Jeff Jordan Clinic at Combat Athletics in Knoxville, North Carolina. Bob, how many kids did you bring up here today?
Yeah, we brought 12 kids here.
How have you been able to keep the kids motivated during this time with the pandemic and everything, and keep the kids busy and active?
That's really important, I think. So what we do down at Pinecrest is we've got a really good club system, and we rotate our varsity coaches all around. So with the inability to use our varsity coaches this upcoming year, our club coaches are important. And I think as you see club coaches like here at Combat Athletics, it's a phenomenal facility, phenomenal coaches, ensuring that you have streamlined and pipelined your coaches and kids so that you're teaching the same things. You're burning calories in times when it's very easy for kids to just sit on the couch and sort of do nothing. So I'm able to talk to the club coaches and sort of craft a plan that's going to benefit us, both in the wrestling room during practice times and what events I'd like to see them at if I had a say. And I think that's really important. And I think that's one way that most of the coaches here in North Carolina are trying to combat the whole pandemic issue.
Where is Pinecrest at high school, Pinecrest wrestling right now, and where do you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years?
So we're rebuilding. I think we have great athletes. We have great wrestling down at Pinecrest. I think we're a very good 4A team. We have some incredibly high quality individuals, and we're starting to put that together now so that we can have some depth throughout our program. I would tell you, in 3 years, I would like people to think that, coming to see Pinecrest or having Pinecrest coming to see you, we're going to pack a lunch because it's going to be a Donnybrook and we're going to have great wrestling. But we're not where we want to be as a program. We're not where we want to be as a community. And so when we recruit these little kids, our little sandcats, we want it to be fun and exciting, and we want them to grow and love the sport as much as it will love them. So when they get to high school, as a coach, I don't have to motivate them. I just got to ensure that we provide them the right training. And in 3 years, I'd like to say we'd be, in some conversations with some of the best programs that you have out there. We look at Lake Norman, we look at Huff, we look at Cardinal Gibbons, we look at, Laney. There's so many more, Havelock. Oh gosh, if you went out to Ford and places like that, and I'm not saying we'd be in the mix exactly with those programs, but people are saying, hey, we're going to get a good tough match out of this Pinecrest team. Let's invite them over and see where the afternoon takes us.
Now you have a young team coming up. Are they excited for the wrestling to start in April or March, April, whenever it starts? Or
yeah. I mean, we have a very young team. We had a great freshman class last year, mixed with a couple salty seniors, if you will, that we're really going to miss. Hunter Hillis, Will in the Wind. Those guys are really tough to replace. But we bring back Matt Rowland, who took placed in the States last year. Jaden Dobeck placed States. They're both underclassmen. And we've got 5 freshmen that had 30-plus wins, and we're 1 or 2 points outside of state qualifiers. So we'll bring back 5 state qualifiers. As for wrestling, I mean, our guys are getting after it now. We just got back from the Georgia 32 early entry. We're looking at some of these upcoming duels. I would really like to be wrestling in 2 months' time with most of the North Carolina coaches and kids and parents, but I think we'll wrestle whenever they tell us that we can safely get back to wrestling.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. If there was one rule you could change in the sport of wrestling, what would you change?
Yeah, so there's a couple, but let's just, I think we need to really refine at the high school level wrestling on the edge. I think that, as long as you have 1 or 2 points of contact on the edge of the mat, on the line, that you should be able to continue to wrestle. I don't like the fact that, shooting a guy off the mat, but yet you're still on the edge, could be considered stalling. But you know what? That's the rule right now. We're going to teach our guys how to wrestle on the edge and do it in a way that it's beneficial to our guys and keep pressuring and pushing guys forward. so that there's no safe spot on that mat, that entire circle. That's just the one thing. It's because I want to maximize space, and I want to maximize our young guys' aggressive nature that we're trying to breed in our team.
What's one piece of advice you would give to a first-year coach?
Yeah. Hey, I would tell you this, like, go out and hire the absolute best assistant coaches in the world. People who love the sport, people who love watching kids grow and develop, because everything else is intuitive. Teaching a kid a high crotch cut across, teaching a kid a high crotch spiral down, that will come. Okay, that's mechanics. I believe personally in my heart, I've got the best assistant coaches that there is, and it's not because of the accolades and what they've done in college, although they've got great accolades, but so does a whole bunch of other high school programs. But get those individuals that love wrestling, love kids, and love this environment, love sweating and love just working out, and makes your job so much easier. Makes life easier as the head coach.
All right, tell us about October 17th in Pinecrest. What's going on October 17th?
Yeah, hey, so we're really excited. We're in between facilities right now, and that's why we're up here. And if I could just really thank Combat Athletics for co-sponsoring us with this, providing their facility. Man, these guys are first class out here. But we got Bo Nickel coming to Pinecrest, to Pinehurst, I should say, and he's going to run 3 iterations all day long. We're going to start first thing in the morning. We do have some COVID restrictions where we're going to take some temperatures, and spectators will have to wear masks and be socially distanced. But when you can get a under 23 world champ, 3-time NCAA champ from Penn State down here in North Carolina, I would just tell everybody, hey, figure out a way, come on down. We'll make your day exciting, we'll make your day fun, and that individual there, I guarantee you, you'll learn one thing, maybe 2 things, but you'll be a better wrestler at the end of the day and have that much more love for our sport.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time. You got anything else for us?
No, hey, I just thank you for everything you do, Carolina Mat News, the way you highlight our children, our wrestlers. I have not seen such growth in our sport since you have stepped onto the scene, and some of the other folks that you work with, and I don't want to be remiss by missing them, so I'll just stick to you. It is really helping our athletes. I see it, the kids love seeing it, and so I just want to say thank you, and obviously thank Combat Athletics for hosting us today and hosting all these great Americans.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.